Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. This lecture is for grade 9 biology. Today we are going to discuss the topic mammalian heart. We will discuss in detail the structure and function, how it functions. So first of all, we can go with the minor details of the heart. If you can see, it's mentioned here that the heart consists of two pumps. As you know, our heart pumps the blood, so of course it must need pumps or something to push the blood throughout our body. So it consists of, or it contains, two pumps which are separated by a muscular wall called septum. Both pumps or both chambers or both containers are divided by a muscular wall made up of muscles, and its name is septum. Okay, as now we know that there are two pumps, left and right. So first of all, we will discuss about the right pump. Right pump received deoxygenated blood. I will repeat, deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means the blood without oxygen. And what is the function of right pump? It pumps this blood to the lungs to pick up the oxygen. How it will pick up the oxygen from the lungs? As we already know that we breathe in to push oxygen inside our lung, and we breathe out to throw carbon dioxide outside our lung. So there is always an excess amount of oxygen present in the lungs. So what is the function of right pump? Right pump receives the deoxygenated blood and it pushes that deoxygenated blood or the blood without oxygen towards the lung. Why? To pick up oxygen. Hope you understand the function of right pump. Now we will go towards the left pump. Left pump receives oxygenated blood. I will repeat, oxygenated blood. As you know that oxygenated blood means blood with oxygen. So after receiving the oxygenated blood, what the left pump will do? The left pump will pump this blood through the body, because body needs the blood. So the blood with the oxygen is being pumped by left pump towards the body. So these are the two pumps of the heart and their function. From here, if you can see, I will give you a brief introduction about the heart. These are the pathways or passage from where blood enters or leaves. We will discuss these in the later part of the study. First of all, I just want to show that where are the pumps. These are the pumps. If you can see, right pump, left pump, right pump, left pump. We can say that these are the two chambers. Both, each chamber is being divided into two. Here and here. Here and here. So two upper chambers are called atria or atrium. If you can see, this is on right side, so right atrium. This is on left side, so left atrium. Down will be ventricles. Down chambers will be ventricles. So on the right one would be right ventricle. The left one would be left ventricle. Right now we just need to focus on the chambers of the heart. So there are four chambers, two atrium and two ventricle. Right atrium, left atrium. Right ventricle, left ventricle. Anatomy of heart. As I told you before, the heart is made up of 4 chambers, 2 atrium or atria and 2 ventricles. As you know that I already mentioned in the magnified diagram that left side and right side, the upper parts will be atria, right atrium, left atrium. The lower parts would be ventricles, right ventricle, left ventricle. So as you know that right pumps the blood without oxygen, left pumps the blood with oxygen. So here it would be the blood without oxygen, here it would be the blood with oxygen. Okay, how blood enters and leaves from the heart, we will discuss here in detail. Blood enters the heart into the right and left atria. Systemic system enters the right, pulmonary system enters the left. Blood leaves the heart through the right and left ventricles. Okay, as you know that blood will enter from left or right atrium and leaves from left or right ventricles. So blood is entering from atria and leaving the heart from ventricles. If you can check the blood flow, deoxygenated blood from your body will enter from right atria. You can see the movement of the blood. These are the atrias, and from here it will be pumped towards the lungs to get the oxygen. From here it will be pumped towards the lungs to get the oxygen. After getting oxygen, it will enter from left atrium and it will be pumped towards your body, because now after passing through the lungs it got the oxygen and now it is entering in the left atrium, the another chamber, and from atrium it will go ventricle, and left ventricle will pump that blood towards the body to complete the needs of the body. Here is the pathway of the blood flow within the heart. It will enter from here through right atrium. By reaching the right ventricle, it will be pumped towards the lungs, from where it will get the oxygen, and from lungs it will go back towards the left atrium and will enter into the heart and will pass by the ventricle, and that left ventricle will push the blood towards the body, or will pump the blood towards the body. There are two kinds of blood circuit. Today we will only discuss the pulmonary circuit. The pulmonary circuit consists of blood vessels that bring blood to and from the lungs to pick up oxygen and drop off carbon dioxide. So from this definition you can understand that the pulmonary circuit contains a blood vessel that bring blood to and from the lungs, means that bring blood from the lungs, and after getting the oxygen those vessels will flow back the blood towards the heart, and they will pick up the oxygen and drop off the carbon dioxide. I think today it is enough for today's lecture. That is it. What you have to do, you have to make the diagram of internal structure of heart, and you have to label that diagram, and then you have to write the functions of 4 chambers. You have to make a flow chart diagram of blood flow towards the heart. These are the 2 tasks. I hope you will get my point, and it will be easy for you now to draw that diagrams. Inshallah, I will see your worksheet on the mentioned site, you can upload, or you can send your worksheet on your related group. Best of luck. Have a good day ahead. Thank you very much.